Hi, welcome back to the Radial podcast. My name's Austin. I'm joined by Devin.
Hey.
And Jeff.
It's cold outside.
Happy Bathurst Day, guys.
It's not Bathurst Day.
It's like 2 weeks after Bathurst Day.
Is it Boxing Day?
No, it's
We're a few months
Day.
off.
Oh, we just had... There was a holiday... Oh, it was not a good one.
Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Give your balls a tug.
Thanks, Shorzy.
No, it's Bathurst Day here at the Radial podcast
Headquarters.
studio
Yeah.
Office. Place.
room.
Mm-hmm.
Center for Research and Development.
Yeah.
Science Laboratory.
So, I didn't watch
Cornucopia of Academia.
No.
I didn't watch all of the Bathurst 1000.
Neither did we.
Neither did I.
I watched
I speak for both of us, thank you.
30 laps.
I watched 3 minutes.
I don't have 8 hours to give to this.
You did.
I don't.
You spent them fishing. Think about it. You could have spent your times with cars or with fishing, and you chose fishing.
I did.
You
But
like fish
up.
sticks?
I had a good time, but I also, even if I had like 8 hours in a day,
You got
I
24.
had nothing planned.
Oh.
I can't give all 8 hours to just Bathurst.
Yeah, who are you, Devin?
Yeah, I've got time some days.
I got this thing
Sundays.
called home ownership. It's crazy. So I got like projects.
Yeah, what's your main project right now? Replacing a mailbox?
Yeah, that's number one on the list.
Is
and,
fence number 2?
and then fence is number 2.
Did you spend any time today working on your fence?
Nope.
Ah, weird. Could have spent that time.
I spent some time today unpacking from my fishing trip.
Did you bring a lot of stuff?
I did. Like fishing tackle.
Like a backpack
No, like
and a tackle
a
box?
backpack in like a tent and like
Wait, was
four-
your tent not in your backpack?
4 tackle boxes,
Wait, what the fuck?
6 fishing poles.
What?
I have a lot of stuff.
Why? Why would you possibly need 6 fishing poles
It's
to go
like
fishing?
he's got his whole bag of golf clubs.
You only
Yeah.
need the one.
It's actually exactly what Jeff just said.
I went to Topgolf for the first time last week, and let me tell you, you only need the one club, the biggest one they got.
Yeah, that turns out that's the only one that I own. A driver.
Yeah,
There's a
because
company tournament coming up, and I'm considering playing, and I'm just going to use my driver.
yeah,
Do you need a 5-gallon bucket of golf balls?
Probably for as many as I'm going to lose.
I got you.
All right, I just want to put that ball in orbit.
it's a lot of balls. 5 gallons,
Trimmed a house that was on a golf course once.
and you stole a bucket of golf balls.
Nobody else was going to pick up these golf balls.
Wait, what?
I kept picking them up because they were like around the house. So like in the back of my truck, actually, one landed in the bed of my truck. But yeah, it was like next to a driving range. Speaking of Topgolf, and the net, the golf balls were smaller than the holes in the net. So
Nice.
yeah. But this isn't the golf podcast.
Golfcast.
It could be. We're all golf experts in addition to motorsport experts.
Yeah, you went to Top Golf. I've been to Top Golf, and I've played a 9
How are
round
you guys
hole.
gonna
A 9
shit on me
hole
about fishing
round.
when you fucking go to Top Golf?
What? Those are completely
the
different
most
experiences.
Boring fucking bullshit ever.
One of them's like,
Have you ever seen a person accidentally not let go of the club when they swing it?
Wait, sorry. You're supposed to throw it every time. This dipshit held on.
I've been there, and I have seen people just like, there goes the club. Like, wow. You okay, Chief? Then again, like, I hit it sometimes, and it just takes a 90-degree angle straight into the box next to me and duck.
Yeah.
But yeah, fishing's like a boring thing where you fucking sit there waiting for something to happen. And at Topgolf, you're hitting things and drinking when you're not hitting things.
You can also be drinking while you're fishing.
Yeah, but then I've got to carry like a bunch of bullshit out into the wilderness. No, thank you.
So you want a fucking slave to come bring you beverages?
No, they get paid.
Yeah.
Slave wages.
No, slave wages are zero. I don't know if you know what slaves are, but they don't get paid.
Well, not enough.
It's bad.
I think
maybe.
Topgolf pays those people pretty well.
I mean, that's what your tips are for.
Is Devin a good tipper, though?
Yes. Most people my age tend to be.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
I feel like the older you get to a point, you tip better.
In my experience, that is the opposite of true. Because you get, like, around this age, you're like, boy, this person definitely needs the money. Here's, like 20% tip is almost guaranteed, at least.
I almost felt like it was more like, boy, I'm sorry, you're in the same boat I am, buddy. I don't have any money to give you, though.
No, yeah, if you don't have money to go out, you don't go out.
No, you still go out.
Like,
Like,
if you don't have money
tip
to
for
tip, you don't go out.
Yeah.
Well-
That should be the rule.
Yeah, and that is
it's
mostly
not.
the case.
I know that that's not the case.
But old people are, like, fucking stingy.
Well, it's because they're like, $3 is a lot of money. Because to them it was. Because they went to the movies for a nickel.
So my wife served, like, waited tables for a lot of years. And she can
Thank
also
you for her
confirm-
service.
Yeah. She can confirm that old people are terrible tippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I think it's partially because they're stingy and also partially because their concept of money is skewed.
Also, old people are assholes, and they're like, you didn't fucking do anything. I'm not giving you any money. So, yeah. Old people suck.
It's true.
That's my stance.
Yeah.
Were we going to talk about motorsport?
Oh, yeah, we could.
I mean, pretty sure that's why.
Unless you want to talk about mini golf for a little bit.
Like, mini golf is fine.
Yeah.
Also, just hit that ball as hard as you can.
Yeah. That's also my...
Towards the highway.
That's also my strategy for, like, pool, is line it up as best you can and then hit it as hard as you can.
That's a bad strat.
It works fine.
Nah.
It's fine.
You ever hustle pool?
No.
It's a good way to get shanked.
In what, like,
In shady
1970s film are you in where guys are getting shanked over pool?
I listened to a song today that,
Those always depict real life events.
yeah, it's a country song, so yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
it's Bathurst Day here.
It sure is. And there's F1 news.
Okay, let's hit it up. What's the F1 news?
The F1 news is Esteban Ocon has one more seat he doesn't have a chance to get because George Russell. George Russell.
Russell's Brussels. Sprouts.
Isn't that
It's a Russell Westbrook thing.
Isn't there a pizza at Empire named that? I
Probably.
think?
Because there was literally a Verizon commercial or something like that with Russell Westbrook in it, and he had a Brussels sprouts company called Russell's Brussels. It's pretty good.
I hate the last minute of my life. Anyway, George Russell.
You're still struggling.
Why is this hard for me to say? George Russell. George Russell.
Today on radio, we determined that Devin has a speech impediment.
All right, hold on. I got this. George Russell is a Mercedes junior driver who has now signed to drive at Williams next year.
Hooray.
So,
Did you guys see the picture of him in the office with Frank and Claire?
yeah, it was a nice photo.
I thought it was like kind of weird looking.
I also thought it was kind of weird looking.
And like Margaret Thatcher behind them.
Just like signed away his
Yeah,
career.
I can imagine Frank Williams having a portrait of Margaret Thatcher.
Is she the woman which went around chopping up bars with an axe
What?
to start prohibition or something?
I
realized this
what?
Was prohibition ever a thing in the UK?
No. Hang on.
She's the Ronald Reagan equivalent over there.
Yes.
An actress?
Wasn't she also the first female prime minister?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. I'm not British.
Yeah.
So that's neat.
Yeah. So
I mean-
I'm glad he's got a drive. It's not one you want, but it's better than none. Debatably.
Yes.
So now that's one fewer spot that Ocon can go into. So it's looking more and more likely that Ocon's going to be like
Ocon's-
reserve driver at one of the 3 Mercedes teams.
He's not getting a seat, dude.
Speaking of Mercedes drivers, actually, almost forgot. Story came out about Pascal Wehrlein is turned down a contract to join a Formula E team because he still wants to get back into Formula One. The reason being they wanted him to sign like a 3-year contract or something like that, maybe even longer. I don't remember. And at first I was like, oh man, if you don't, like, there's no way he's getting one of these remaining seats in F1 this year. It's like, oh, you should have at least gone into Formula E so you're doing something. But
I think
3
I'd rather
years,
do nothing.
3 years is a long time.
Turns out I was thinking of Carrie Nation for all you history buffs. She passed away in 1911.
Who the fuck's Carrie Nation?
She chopped up bar tops with a hatchet.
Is she American?
Yeah.
Probably. Prohibition?
Yeah. She was a radical member of the temperance movement, which opposed alcohol before the advent of prohibition.
She seems dumb.
Alcohol's fine.
Alcohol's not fine.
Prohibition was a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
Yes. Alcohol's totally fine. Let people live their life.
Carcinogen.
You're a carcinogen.
I am. Don't eat me.
Also, speaking of carcinogens...
Literally everything gives you fucking cancer.
Well, yeah, if you live long enough.
I mean, if you're going to complain about booze, like, it's better for you than meat. And that's just a fact. Anyway, let's continue.
I don't believe the vegan lies.
So that's all my F1 news.
All right, can we talk about Bathurst now?
Also, rumors of Stoffel Van Dorn might be going to the Mercedes Formula E team next year. But not confirmed, but I'd believe it.
I'd believe that.
Yeah.
All right, so are you going to let me talk about Bathurst now?
Yeah, you can talk about Bathurst now.
The only research that I can find is from October of 2007 from a British newspaper saying that red meat and alcohol are major cancer causes, but it hasn't gone to tell me as far as which one of them is worse, and I can't find any other journalism about the topic.
If only I had
From
like
a
a bunch
cursory
of
Google.
friends that work at like a health science research lab that provided like...
Give me their research papers.
I'm not going to do that because you don't fucking
Are they
care.
peer reviewed?
Yes.
I don't, because I don't really care about it.
I also don't care either.
But anyway, in moderation, like a couple drinks a day, totally fine, and actually, in fact, good for you.
What's that dude's name from Blink-182 and Angels and Airwaves?
What the fuck?
You know who I'm talking about? Who like went on the Joe Rogan? And was
Skrillex.
like, if you knew what I knew. No, it wasn't Skrillex. I can't remember that guy's name. Is it Tom DeLonge? I think it's Tom DeLonge.
Who's Tom DeLonge?
The guy from
the
Blink-182
dude
and
from-
Angels and Airwaves.
And he was like, I've got friends. If you knew what I knew. That's kind of what this sounds like.
It does.
It sounds like you did a Google search
I
and
did.
looked at a newspaper for your research.
That was the first one that I could find. The others were all talking about which alcohol is good for you if you want to lose weight. I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for at all.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Run on a steady diet of booze.
Yeah.
liquid dinner every night, every meal.
Okay, now can I talk about Bathurst?
I suppose.
Yeah.
It's a narrow-ass track. I don't like it. Moving on.
You're a negative ass motherfucker.
No, I really like. I've
So you guys watched 3.5 minutes.
Hey.
We watched
two
the
and a half.
Highlights.
we watched their highlight package because that seemed like it would have the points that you wanted to see.
Yeah, because I actually initially watched the highlight package because I saw that the race was like 8 hours long. I said,
It's a 1,000-kilometer race.
yeah, and I was like, I'm not doing that. And so I was like, I'll watch the highlight package. It'll give me an idea where to skip around of what to watch. And then we watched the highlight package, and I was like, oh, I guess I don't need to watch this race. Because it seemed
Like nothing happened.
So
like nothing happened if this was all the highlights were.
So, again, I only watched 30 laps, but not like 30 consecutive laps, like different spots. So Supercars is not like WEC, where you just settle into like these long fucking stints of nothing happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like some shit was happening, but like if they had a highlight package of everything that happened, you would have the race.
You could
like
maybe
for F1 races.
Kind of like F1 races, like something probably happens like every
their
5 to
highlight-
10 laps.
I feel like their highlight packages pretty much cover everything.
Also,
that
I
happens.
think that the media team that controls supercars does a pretty shitty job. So,
Yeah, because like
Did you get any interior wheel well shots this time?
not in the segments that I watched.
Bummer.
disappointing.
Lots of in cabin and on the roof shots.
Here's a Bathurst thing I saw that I didn't like. The commentators are just wearing fire suits, and that's fucking weird.
It's like NASCAR.
Bad.
They're not wearing like suits.
Anything you
they're
can
wearing-
say is like NASCAR is bad. That's
You know what? You're not wrong.
That's my opinion on the topic.
These cool Hot Wheels things here at NASCAR. They're cool.
They were when you were a child.
They're still pretty cool now. Find me a Formula One fucking toy car thing like that.
I mean, I've got a
happening.
Lego set of that.
That's not. I'm after the adult shit. Okay, like that.
Looking for adult shit, like Hot Wheels.
Anyway,
Bathurst.
Bathurst. I have the starting order of the top 5 here. Reynolds and Yulden on pole. Jamie Whincup and Dumbrell in the Red Bull Racing Holden in P2.
Speaking of speech impediments, Dumbrell.
It's Dumbrell.
No, I know. That guy's name sounds like somebody fucking up saying dumbbell. It's like, hey, man, hand me that dumbrell.
All right.
DePask and Old Brown? Is that right? Hang on. I'm going to go with that's right.
Would you say Old Brown?
Yeah.
Like with an O?
Are any of these people the
No, it's just Brown.
championship
Never mind.
leaders?
I think Wincup's leading the championship right now, but I don't know any of the points, and I'm not going to talk about any of it.
I didn't know if like I'm not getting anything out of the list, so I didn't know if maybe they're like, oh, these people are doing better or worse than they.
Jamie Wincup's the one
Historically.
that I was talking about last time, who's like the best of all time.
Oh, he's the guy that's won Bathurst a bunch, right?
I think he's just
Or
won
just
a lot
this
of
series a lot?
Yeah, he's won this series a lot and a lot of races a lot of times.
Craig Lowndes is the old man I talked about last time, right?
Yes, he's starting P9.
Okay.
P4 is Van Gisbergen and Bammer. Oh, this race has co-drivers. Obviously, it's a fucking
Not co-drivers. But
not co-drivers.
switching drivers.
Whatever.
Driver changes.
Another thing to note: the top 4 all Holdens, all Holden cars.
This is they aren't all V8s, right?
I think they are. Shay was telling us something in the crew about this. Because remember I was saying last time that like they're, the Holden had the twin turbo V6, and he came in and he gave us some insight into the series. In P5 is McLaughlin and Premat. He's in a Ford. Yeah, and Craig Lowndes is P9. He's an old man. This is his last full-time season. One thing I wanted to note here. Holy shit, Winterbottom's second driver, Canto, motherfucker has no hair.
What?
Hang on, I have a picture.
Like, you mean eyebrows?
Like, there's no hair.
Oh, wow, yeah, that guy's got
On
no
him.
eyebrows.
Agent
Interesting.
47
It's
looking
a
motherfucker.
Weird look. Yeah, Agent 47 looking motherfucker. Which is Hitman for everybody who doesn't know.
And for those of you who don't know who Hitman is,
No, I mean, they've seen the
he's
movie.
a bald guy.
They've seen the movie with
What
that
done
one
kills
guy.
people.
Hey, there were 2 movies with 2 different guys. I don't remember either of them. I never saw those movies. They
It's
seemed
got that
bad.
One
They were
guy. So start of this race, cleaner than most fucking F1 races. For the series that I keep comparing to NASCAR, where they just bump and rub, everybody, it's crazy, gave each other space and didn't smack into each other out of desperation. Garth Tander had a fantastic start, picked up 3 or 4 spots right there at the beginning. I think he started like P10 and got up into the top 5. By the end of the race, I mean, he was pretty high up there. Like, fantastic drive from him. In the crowd, Australians, dude, they're fucking crazy. Do you remember when we went to the F1 races and I was trying to watch the live feed on my phone?
Yes.
This dude had like an antifreeze bottle, like cut a fucking hole in it to have like a tablet sit inside of, zip tied it to a pole and stuck it in the ground.
Neat.
Weird.
So like, he had like a TV next to him as he's watching the race.
Huh.
Neat.
Like, I thought that was smart.
Also, not where I thought that sentence was going to go. You're like, Australians are crazy. This guy had an antifreeze bottle, and he was just drinking it. He was like, yeah.
It was that 50-50 premix, so it's got the...
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I need to feel like a car.
Speaking of crazy Australians, there's 7,500 campsites around this circuit. 40,000 people were camping on site at this event.
Oh.
That's significant. The last thing I have, because I watched the lap 1 through 10, is Craig Lowndes is in a fight with Courtney for about 3 laps and finally makes it stick. Pretty good battle. Again, not touching,
Nice.
not driving into one another. Good stuff. So at lap 10, it's Reynolds, Van Gisbergen, Whincup, DePask, and Tander are the top 5. Tander's the dude who had that fantastic start. Jump to lap 71. It's raining. Didn't know that it rained in Australia. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just like in Africa.
Does Toto bless the rains?
Yes. But wolf.
What
Not
you know, I
regular
was
Toto.
just shitting on like the TV crew for Supercars, but they do have this badass thing. It's like a 3D model. They showed a couple cars that had some contact and a replay, but they just like made a 3D model of it
Huh.
and showed like with lines the corner trajectory that these two cars are on. And they could like, you know how like in video games, like racing games, like Forza, you have like
The racing line?
the drone thing where you can move around the car like in still shot
Oh,
to like take pictures and
camera
stuff.
mode.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
call it drone mode in Horizon 4.
It's because you have a literal... Well, it makes drone sounds.
Yeah. But they had like that, which I thought was really neat, and I wish F1 had that. Safety car lap 76. There's some debris on track. Also, another note in this 10 lap stint that I was watching. So, you know, like you've seen endurance racing where they change brake pads.
Yes.
Like they're full on changing brake rotors and stuff. Like,
Well,
in
yeah,
their
one of
pit
them
stops.
drove around on the rotor for a little while.
Yeah, I mean that was out of necessity, probably more than anything else. Who was
Actually-
that?
Whincup.
Yeah, Jamie Whincup like just lost a fucking wheel.
And then managed
It
to
took-
drive around and get back to the pits without it. And I was like, that's fucking crazy.
They took his front sway bar off after that. So yeah, I guess.
Wild.
Yeah, I guess that thing was totally ruined. And he still kept going. He finished that race like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it
that car was
said,
a
like,
dog to drive.
It a little bit after he came out of the pits, he got back onto the lead lap, and then a little bit after that, made it back into the top 10. So I don't know if he finished in the top 10, but at some point after losing his wheel, he was up there.
He finished P10.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Lap 151, jumping forward here again for the last 10 laps of this race. I guess David Reynolds had just retired. He started on pole and he was leading the race basically the whole time. He didn't have a car failure. His body failed him. Like,
Huh.
he had said in this interview, like even mentally before the race, like he just wasn't all there. And I guess he retired from the race because his leg just cramped up and he couldn't drive the car. I don't know why they didn't just put his co-driver in the car. I don't know the full details of that.
Yeah, that seems odd. Like unless there's like a minimum amount of laps each driver has to do, and like they didn't hit it or something with him.
In the interview, he was just talking to the camera guys afterwards, and he was just, I just can't believe it. And he's like just sitting there staring at the ground, and then he just goes, "Fuck!" And it's like, damn, you can say that? Like they didn't bleep it out or anything like that. And then like everybody was just gutted for him, right? Even the guy interviewing him like gave him a hug, and was just like super bummed out for him. Cut away to another guy. I don't know who it is. It's endurance racing, so as you get close to the end, everybody's really nervous pacing around. This dude said that he was wearing a hole in the floor, so he just went to his caravan and watched the F1 race to take his mind off it, and Hamilton was leading. This is Japan. Craig Lowndes wins. He won the race by almost 6.5 seconds.
Wow. Must have been a really good drive from him to make up all those positions.
I don't fully know what happened.
Because like definitely that guy from pole like overtook him when he retired, and Win Cup losing his wheel certainly helped. So we got 2 positions free there, but still to go from P9 to winning, pretty good.
I think this dude's just a badass, right? Like I don't think he's like Jamie Win-Cup badass, but he won it by a fair bit. This was his 25th Bathurst start.
Wow.
And he's a 7-time winner of this race. So on his radio after he won, his team came over the radio and said, not bad for an old guy. So, great job, Craig Lowndes. That's all I have for Bathurst. I mean, did I miss anything from that highlight clip that you guys watched?
The only thing I can think of that is significant is at one point, one of the cars, I don't remember who it was, it's like a Texaco sponsored, but their engine failed. Dude pulled off the track and then opened up the hood to look at it. Like, what? I don't know what he thought he could do at that point, but it's just bizarre to me to see like a driver get out of his car and be like, maybe I could fucking fix this.
I mean, like, it's not impossible that it could have been something that he could have just like fixed, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but like
air inlet tube, if it's a
I mean, if it's something dumb like that, or like a hose or something like that he could just push back on, maybe because it is an endurance race, right? Like you just want to finish. It's not like when people go buy a car, they bring like just any dude with them who just like opens the hood and looks at it and like, yep, that's a motor, and closes it like he knows about cars. You know? Like it's not like that. I'm sure that these guys, with this being like not a pinnacle motorsport, like at least know a fair bit enough about cars. To where,
and also it's just like these are just like V8 engines.
Yeah, they're just like V8 front engine rear wheel drive cars. Like
so, yeah, but it was still just really odd to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would do it. Like as a racing driver, like this is fucked. Like whatever.
Yep.
But like I said, it's an endurance race. People want to finish.
Yep.
So it's 1,000 kilometers, which in American is like 600 something miles.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to take more time to watch the series. I paid the money to be able to watch it for this season.
Mm-hmm.
So I do enjoy it every time I watch it. Just a matter of I only have so much time that I'm willing to commit to watching motorsport. Because I have other things in life that I enjoy doing. You feel me?
No,
not at all.
No, because your other things include fishing.
Jeff's other things include going outside and walking.
What? When has Jeff walked?
In the forests.
Oh, yeah. But he doesn't like walk in real life.
I do that thing, but also another activity inside of that thing.
Yeah.
Fight me, bro.
I mean, actually, so walking's better than fishing, I'm going to say. Like, I occasionally like to just go for a walk, and that's nice.
He did it this morning, except with running.
Fuck that. Who? No.
Yeah, there was an old man outside that as I ran past was like, how far are you running? And then he was like, are you on like the wrestling team, or are you just doing this for fun? What's going on? I was like, man, I'm just running. Like,
Who just runs just to run?
Sociopaths.
Fucking lunatics.
that's me.
No, thank you. Running is terrible.
Oh, agreed.
Like, there's only one thing I think that's worse than running, and that's sprinting.
That's just running.
It's running faster.
That's true.
My two favorite things include sitting down and laying down.
Same, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking of sitting down, F1's coming to America next weekend.
Great burn.
So, U.S. Grand Prix next
Hell yeah.
weekend. Qualifying pretty late in the afternoon. It's on at 4 o'clock, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah, 4 p.m. qualifying on Saturday.
Damn.
And the race is on at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Have we looked at weather for the upcoming weekend?
Will do.
What time? There, you said the race is on at 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
Central Time.
We're on ESPN now, so if you want to watch it,
Yeah.
ESPN. It's in the middle of the day. It's going to fuck up your Sunday. It's okay, though.
Yep.
Monday rain, Tuesday rain, Wednesday no rain, Thursday rain, Friday rain, Saturday rain, Sunday no rain.
I wasn't paying attention. Did you say rain or no?
No rain. High of 68 on Sunday though.
Rain for qualifying?
60% chance of rain the entire day of Saturday.
Okay. That's maybe good.
Yeah.
It's literally just a plateau of a graph.
Oh, thank you, Storm Radar. I'm okay with rain.
I like it.
I also like rain. Except when it fucks up my fishing trips. But, like, yeah.
I mean, rain's good for fishing, right? Don't they like it?
Yeah, I thought
It oxygenates the water, but when you're fishing in a river, it fucks up trying to be safe.
wait, what does the first one matter? You said that as though it meant something and then didn't explain it.
The fish can breathe more, so it makes them more active.
Ah.
Makes them swim around more, which also the rain makes them hungry because it changes the barometric pressure. It can make them hungry or it can make them not hungry. Depends on if it's a high pressure or a low pressure system. Yeah. Fishing Tips 101 here on the Radial podcast.
Damn science.
Damn. Animal biologist, you crazy. That's me, scientist.
Yep. Hatsunemiku.racing.
Yeah, start naming them off.
We're done.
That's the one. It's the one that matters.
Radialpodcast.com. That's what matters.
At Radio Podcast, everywhere that you could care.
On the social media.
Although no longer Google Plus
Because they're gone.
because you didn't care.
And also, we never had one.
Yeah, we never had one, but
I think that we just automatically had one because our email address is radiopodcast@gmail.com.
does that just generate
I
Google
think it
Plus
does.
accounts? Yeah.
I think it does. I think a Gmail account just gave that to you.
Huh.
We haven't talked about Fantasy GP in a while, and we're going to continue to not talk about it.
I'm doing
I
better and
forgot.
better. You guys are doing worse and worse.
I
so-
forgot to
What are you
put
talking about?
predictions in the last 2 weeks.
I moved up
2
a
races.
spot.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
P3 right now.
Oh, okay. I'm in like P6 or P7, I think. I don't know. I keep climbing.
That's because I literally forgot to enter predictions the last 2 weeks.
Oh, no, Jeff.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Bungling
Losing.
Bungling it up.
Am I still in front of one of you without having...
I think you're
Predicted.
still in front of Devin.
Probably. I had a bad first few
You know
weeks.
what? You're in front of another gentleman who's is a host of this other podcast.
Has anyone in our league changed any of their team setup at all?
I have.
Yeah, I did it
I need to
early on.
mess with that again. I'm going to wait until after FP2 this
Oh,
week.
Devin jumped me this last week.
Hell yeah.
But I haven't really changed my team at all. And then I looked at who my team was, and I'm like, no fucking wonder I'm not winning. So
You got like,
got Nando.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I've had
tying yourself to McLaren in any way is a sure way to fail.
I've had Fernando since the beginning. So, all things considered, I'm still doing really good.
Boy,
I missed a
stuff
race.
is not
I've had Fernando Alonso this whole time.
Yeah, I think I've got Toro Rosso,
And I have
which
Carlos
is
I
also
Sainz.
not great.
Van Dorn, so
Oh,
Ooh.
that he's got you 0 points all season, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Actually, I
So,
think he's maybe got some passes.
For me to
Anyway.
be where I am, I'm pretty okay with that. I want to go with averages, though, in like a podcast v podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like as far as like somebody winning. And because they only have 2 members and we have 3, I want to go with our top 2.
Oh, so leave Jeff out of it?
I mean, like it seems like the fight is on between the 2 of you. That's all I'm saying.
Sure is, and Jeff needs to cut Van Dorn loose if he wants any chance.
We have like
Yeah, why the fuck am I doing with this guy?
4 or 5 races left.
4, I believe.
4 races left. So, are we getting ready to close out this World Drivers' Championship?
Yep, might happen this weekend. Depends on how much of a
Hell yeah.
fuck up Vettel is and how bad Ferrari's strategy is.
Post your Sebastian Vettel fucking up memes in the Radial podcast crew.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good place to post them. I will laugh at them and hit the laughing button, the LOL button,
Hell yeah, smash that laugh emoji.
the ha ha. I got that. I got that for days if we're talking shit about Sebastian Vettel or Ferrari.
I'm already looking forward to next year
Next year,
as far as
TM.
drivers championship. I think the calendar is confirmed.
The calendar
now,
is confirmed.
except for maybe America's not quite.
It said it was official.
It's been officially
all the
confirmed,
people,
but I think
or like what is it? The Council of Motorsport or whatever approved it,
yeah.
but I don't know that like all the tracks have been like yes. Which presumably they must have at least greenlit it for them to even have a date on there. So
What if they're just like, hey, you don't get to say if you want us, this is where we're going to be here. And I'm sure that's the biggest event that they have the whole year. MotoGP probably being number 2 on that list.
But there's a chance that not, because it's the biggest doesn't necessarily mean that it is the biggest earner for them, depending on how much
That is also
Formula
true.
One leeches out of it.
I'm sure it's a lot.
It sure is.
Yeah, Austin is subject to ASN approval, whatever ASN is.
Austin Sports Nation Network.
I'd believe it, but the rest of it seems locked in. So yeah, we should post this calendar probably
No triple header next year.
on the page. Yep.
This was the only
literally
year triple
everybody
header.
hated it. Looking
Did
back
they?
on it, I didn't like it either.
Why?
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
I liked
a
it.
lot. Like I need some breaks in there, you know?
No, I do not.
Like I need like some weekend time
Mm-mm.
to not
To fish.
to go fishing
Ugh.
or for projects
Yuck.
Ugh.
or to work on the Bronco.
Glad I could get my Pusha T impression in.
I hate you. Let's end this.
Let's end this.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye,
Later.
Zeus.